Nawin joins us live from Kuala Lumpur, where the country is now easing some border control. That is only if cases remain at single digit. Ruby Tinawin joins us live from Kuala Lumpur. Hello, Ruby.
Hello, Alma. Good afternoon. For the latest news here in Malaysia, Health Director General Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah announced during his daily media conference on COVID-19 yesterday that Malaysia is ready to ease restrictions on border control if daily 19 cases recorded continue to be a single digit during the recovery movement control order period from today until August 31st. Dr. Nur Hisham said the Ministry of Health was now looking into border control as the government was still strengthening the country's borders. He said the current COVID-19 infectivity rate was less than 0.3%, while daily cases were below MOH projection, which showed that the public was adhering to the SOPs. Dr. Nur Hisham said the MOH was also planning for an exit strategy and considered this period as a soft landing to enable more sectors to be opened, while at the same time make sure COVID-19 was under control. He added that even if the COVID-19 virus was in the community, the infection chain could still be broken without a vaccine if Malaysians adhere to the SOPs as well as embrace the 3 Cs of avoiding crowded, confined, and closed spaces, and the 3 Ws, wash, wear, and warn. He said Malaysia was optimistic after a few countries, like New Zealand, managed to eradicate COVID-19 without vaccine, adding that reducing the number of daily COVID-19 cases as well as keeping it a single digit or even aiming for 0 case was not impossible if everyone worked as a team. Meanwhile, after months of inactivity, tourism players are now ready to open the doors again with the hope that the Recovery Movement Control Order will live up to its name. Malaysian Association of Hotels Chief Executive Officer Yap Lip Sang says the June 10 commencement of the next phase of the MCO will be significant for the tourism sector as it signals the beginning of the recovery of domestic tourism. He said Malaysian hotels are ready to receive and serve guests, and SOPs has always been part and parcel of hotel operations. On Sunday, Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin announced that the domestic tourism sector could resume operations beginning today during the recovery MCO phase. Muhyiddin also announced that interstate travel would be allowed. Malaysian Association of Tour and Travel Agents President Datuk Tan Kok Liang said its members were prepared to accept bookings, noting that they had started working a month ago together with the hotels on health and safety protocols. Tan hoped that the domestic travel market would restart with government servants and their families starting to travel, as well as people utilizing travel vouchers given by the government. Federation of Chinese Associations Malaysia President Tan Sri Goh Tian Chuan hoped that the rollout of various tax incentives for the tourism sector that were announced in the short-term economic recovery plan last Friday could be accelerated to spur domestic tourism. In other news, Bangladesh Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen told Anadolu Agency yesterday it would refuse to take back 269 Rohingya refugees detained by the Malaysian Coast Guard while they were adrift on a damaged boat, adding that Bangladesh is neither obligated nor in a position to take any more Rohingya. Malaysia on Monday detained 269 Rohingya refugees and found a dead body on a damaged boat off the resort island of Langkawi. Later on Tuesday, the country's defense minister, Ismail Sabri Yaakob, told local media that Malaysia's foreign ministry would ask Dhaka to take back the refugees if they were found to have fled camps in Bangladesh southeastern district of Cox's Bazar, home to more than 1 million Rohingya refugees. In reply to a written inquiry from Anadolu Agency over the issue, Momen declared Bangladesh's position against accepting such a request from Malaysia, saying that Rohingya are not Bangladesh citizens. They are residents of Myanmar for centuries. He also called upon other countries to share the burden of Rohingya refugees instead of putting pressure solely on Bangladesh. Momen in his statement said, and I quote, "Other countries are welcome to take them. Instead of asking us to give shelter, we shall welcome the global leadership and organizations to relocate the persecuted 1.1 million Rohingya that are currently temporarily sheltered in Bangladesh." Earlier in April, Malaysian authorities detained 202 Rohingya refugees on a boat found similarly adrift off Langkawi. Weeks later, the Navy chased away a boat carrying 200 Rohingya refugees near the resort island over fears of the novel coronavirus. Meanwhile, Bangladesh Refugee Relief and Repatriation Commissioner Mahbub Alam Talukde reported on Tuesday the total number of COVID-19 infection in Rohingya camps tallied to 35. He added that more than 20,000 Rohingya reported as close contacts. All the infected were also placed under lockdown in their tents at the camps. Back to you, Alma.
Thank you very much, Ruby, for your updates there in Malaysia. Thank you, EBC Malaysia Bureau.
It's reporting live here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This is Ruby Tinawing. We live in interesting times.